Did you want to have that conversation about? Did you want to? Huh? Yeah.
So.
Or would Nico? Would you like to add to this stupid conversation?
I think Nico would like to add to.
Nico,
I don't even know where
Nico can be the mediator, and Nico will side with me. Probably not, just to be an a-hole.
Probably not, just because you're an idiot.
Okay, we'll see. Go ahead.
I just think it's dumb that we're learning from people like Brooks, dude.
God, you disrespecting that guy today.
Well, we're okay. So, for instance, you go to school and you want to get
paying $1,000 to learn something.
You want to get a business degree, right? You're learning about quote unquote business from somebody who doesn't own a business, isn't in business really, versus if you're actually in the field experiencing having a mentor who's from someone who has a little small business. You'll actually learn something besides people who don't even know what they're talking about, really.
I agree with that.
So, probably the most adequate person is probably our AutoCAD teacher. Because he did AutoCAD, so.
Yeah, but
then again,
he can't teach.
But, okay, here's the thing. Brooks is teaching an engineering course, right?
Yeah.
Has been in the engineering field a long time. He was on a team that was first experimenting with email. With what was it, like TextDot? He was over at TextDot in the early years of email, working with AppView.
Yeah, just what.
So he has experience. It's not like the guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but just
he's been in the field.
What he's done or what he talks about, I have no interest in or see no significance in at all. So that's why I just.
Yeah, I don't get that though. You're in an engineering program. What do you mean?
Because I'm not trying to go the engineer route anymore. The more. But anyway, I feel like you're not even going to be working with the stuff that freaking.
No, I'm not going to be doing. I mean, I might do some standard deviation.
Maybe.
But I mean, that's not engineering specific. That's statistics. That's business. That's economics. But it's a useful thing to know how to do. Yeah, like when we went to the that job fair thing at A&M, we a lot of the people I talked to, at least some of the younger ones, were very plain with me. They were like, "Hey, man, yeah, like it's very important to know like what you're doing in those courses. Like it's good to have experience and know like intense math, intense physics. Like it's good to like go through the rigor because." But at the same time, it's also good to know like good people skills, have good social skills, be able to work on a team. And at the end of the day, like literally one of the guys that was at one of the civil companies I talked to were like, yeah, I only use the calculator on my phone. I do basic math. I'm not integrating areas under the curve. I'm not, calculating the volume of some shape rotated around the x-axis,
Exactly, that's what I mean.
I think the only thing they'll do calculus-wise is have a position function made from Excel and take its derivative twice to get Excel. I mean, that's it. And most of the time, Excel will do that all for you.
That's kind of my point. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of like so like it's kind of like we're going through training for 4 years before we actually use that training to make money, right? So it's like you want to be a UFC fighter, you go and watch UFC videos for 4 years straight, never step in a ring, versus, and then after those 4 years, you just go out in the ring, and then it's like just watching videos. There's nothing like actually being out there. So therefore, like in college, for instance, like we're sitting for 4 years just learning stuff, and then get thrown out there. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But have you ever seen Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon?
No, you were talking about that earlier today.
Were you really talking about that earlier?
Yeah. It had something to do with the conversation.
Yeah, it was this conversation.
Yeah, so because here's why. Matt Damon plays this character that lives in the poor part of Boston or Chicago, I forget. Mm-hmm. He lives in like a crappy house. He has no money. He's a janitor at a college, right? But he is smarter than everyone there. He's smarter than the like the tenured mathematicians there.
Mm-hmm.
He's smarter than all the students. He's smarter than all the physicists. He's smarter than all the historians. He's more intelligent than everyone at that college in every single field. He knows history more than anybody else. He knows math more than anybody else.
Is that true? Or I thought it was just math and physics.
No, because remember he was at that bar and he like roasted that history major who thought he knew everything, and he like was literally reciting pages of books to this guy with like the page number. Anyway, this dude's extremely smart, but he was a janitor.
Mm-hmm.
And he had no motivation to make a career for himself. And then he had some counseling because he had a messed up childhood, and he ended up getting a job at some like major think tank or something and started making like millions of dollars. But he was the smartest guy there.
Yeah.
And he was happy where he was for the good part of the movie.
My thing is the whole like kind of Kubitschek. Like that's kind of a good example. The guy's really good at math, right?
Mm-hmm.
People say he's smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I say, quote unquote, smartness, or at least in school smartness, has no correlation to money. Because
dumb
people, school dumb people, they have good common sense and good like people skills and stuff like that, and like they make a company does like $10 million a year. They're making way more than Kubitschek makes.
Yeah, but Kubitschek likes what he does.
If
he wanted to, he could go work for a job that pays him more money, and then you'd be saying, "Oh, he's super smart. That's why he's making money." Because not everybody can be a Mr. Kubitschek.
What do you mean?
Like not everybody can be, or a Mr. Bates, super smart guy. He can look at something and just know how to do it without even knowing the subject. Like not everybody can do that. He just likes where he is. He likes teaching.
Yeah, and that's where he was saying like you're just complacent. It's really just a personal thing.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I made the point.
Yeah.
Because like you could be smart in whatever field it might be history, or if you're smart at music, if you have a brilliant musical mind, or if you have a huge like math passion, or art. If that's your thing, if you're smart in one of those areas, and it takes a while to understand what you're smart at or what you're good at, if you invest everything you have in that, chances, and if you want to move up, if you have the like initiative to be the best you can be, and if that means making more money, then that's what that means. If you have that initiative and you have that drive to go do it, chances are you're going to be successful. And that doesn't mean, and yeah, obviously some jobs pay more than others. Like if you're Bill Gates and you make something in your garage, that I think we can both agree that guy's smart. He built a computer in the garage, but he also has good business knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's why he's making bukus of money. I think if you're good at something and you have the drive to do it, chances are you're going to be successful.
I think it's just a personal preference. Like I would rather not, whether it be stuck at a corporate job, working for an entrepreneur, making someone else rich, like in a big corporation, the same steady salary, or whether it be a professor, right? And freaking like 20 years of my life be a professor, trying to be a professor like what's his name, Hendricks or whatever, right? I'd rather go and try and do my own thing, and yeah, because it could produce more money, but also it's just like you're just making other people more money, and that's just a personal preference.
And for a while, like it's like when you start.
Preference.
Yeah, no, I have the same mindset there. Like I'm always looking to get better in whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I don't think people should be complacent. Like whatever it is, like if you're on a sports team or if you're just working out, like I see what
you're saying. Like what, like even if you're stuck in that corporate job, right? You're like the typical like white collar, like the very typical like you show up, whatever. But like I feel like not most maybe, but like a lot of people are complacent there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's completely different if you're not complacent.
No, that's very true. A lot of people are. A lot of people are comfortable where they're at.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's in anything. That's not even just jobs. People are like Logan, and for the purpose of this episode, we're gonna call this kid Logan. He sits in his room and he plays video games. He has no ambition to better himself, to work out, to actually study and not get all the answers online.
You talking about Andrew?
Huh?
You talking about Andrew?
No, I'm talking about Logan. Quotes, air quotes.
Oh,
There's no
I
such
think I
thing
know
as
who
Andrew.
Logan is.
Yeah, that guy has no ambition. He is completely complacent with where he is. He is comfortable with how he looks. He is comfortable with how he smells. He's comfortable with his
With how
knowledge
he
of calculus and
smells.
physics. He's completely complacent. I think that's it's an unhealthy way to live your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day is a day to make yourself a better person. And if you're not taking the opportunity to take a shower or study or work out, then, I mean, you got problems. We got to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Now, what are you saying about this hypnotism stuff?
Dude, so like, yeah, I think, dude, hypnotism's insane. Like,
Yeah.
the whole, like, you see these movies about we only use 10% of our brain or whatever, and like,
Lucy?
yeah, and like they overdo it because like they make it like where you have like or whatever it's called, telekinesis, or where you, I don't know what it's called, where you can like move stuff with your mind.
Yeah, you got it right.
That I don't believe in that because that's just, I don't know, it's just hard to understand. But like, I think we don't use what our brain can do. Like in hypnosis kind of brings to life like what our brain is actually capable of doing. So what like hypnosis is like it's in the state of being in a like, so what you do subconscious, it's like the difference between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Have you like done any research on it?
Yeah.
So
I have
anyways,
not. Will you explain?
I can't really explain it that
Well,
good.
I know knowledge of like dreaming and that.
So
sense.
pretty much when you're watching TV on your phone, you're hypnotized. You're literally looking at like this. You're just looking at a blank screen. Now imagine it's black. You're looking at a black screen, right? Or like whenever like, now this is different than like other hypnotism, like you snap a finger and people do weird stuff or whatever. But you're still being hypnotized. Whenever you watch a movie and like you feel like sympathy for a girl that just got raped or kidnapped or whatever.
It's getting hot. It's
Like,
getting deep.
You're getting hypnotized because that is nonfiction, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, nonfiction. It's fake.
No, fiction is.
It's fake. Oh, dang it!
Nonfiction is not fake.
It's
Yeah.
fiction. The stories like the movie's fiction. It's not real. It's not real. The
There
actors.
you go.
Anyways, so back on
You're
track.
fired.
so like there's videos of like really good hypnotists that like, they hypnotize people and they're like, okay, and they get people to like be in their subconscious mind, right? And they tell them to do stuff, and so they subconsciously do it. Like for instance, like I could tell you, like, if you're hypnotized, I was like, okay, like close your, like try and open your hand. But as you try, like you're really trying to open your hand. And you
someone's
close
done
it
that to me.
tighter.
Yeah.
You keep closing it tighter or whatever. Or like, okay, do this. Both
Is it the finger trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've done this.
Okay, so put your hands out in front of you. Sit up. See, the people need a camera. Sit. Can you sit up, please? So yeah, put your hands out in front of you.
Patreon.com/the throne room. Donate $1
Okay.
or buy a shirt.
Now, clap them together. Okay. Now interlock your fingers and put it like you're praying, right? Okay. And when I say go, you're gonna hold your fingers up like this. And like and hypnotism is like, if you don't want to be hypnotized, you're not gonna be hypnotized. Even if it's by the best hypnotist, you're not gonna be hypnotized.
Oh, I got one to show you after
It's all
this
okay.
too.
It's all brain. So literally, like I want you to really focus on your two fingers are magnets, and they're. What are you doing?
Oh, you said when I say so.
Yeah, get it back up there.
Hey, come on, Chief.
No. When I say so, get it back up here.
Okay.
Scott needs help. Man, he probably won't.
You're fired.
But okay,
Nico's
so like
fired.
you like in your head, like you have to picture like your fingers.
Are we putting our fingers on it?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
No, yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
You have to really in your mind like picture that there's your fingers are magnets and they're tied with rubber bands.
It's not possible.
Sure, in your mind. Sure it is. Okay? Alright, so put your fingers up and try and keep them from going apart. But they're magnetized. And they get stronger and stronger.
Holy fuck!
The harder you try, they get stronger and stronger. And the
I
magnets
see what you
get
mean.
closer together.
Oh my god.
I see what you mean.
For real.
And eventually they'll
See what
start to
you mean.
just really close in
Stop.
and get really close
I see
together.
what you mean.
Right?
They won't touch the.
And the magnets,
I'm trying to pull apart.
and they keep, but as you pull apart, they get closer and closer together. And the magnets get stronger and stronger, and the rubber bands get tighter and tighter.
Oh my gosh, dude. Look, like my finger's shaking.
All right, I want to show you one. Come here.
So Okay, but my point is like,
Yeah.
is so like I saw a video of a guy. He was like, okay, whenever I snap my finger, you're gonna picture this water bottle, or it was like her shoe. You're gonna picture the shoe as the cutest dog you've ever seen. And she was freaking out. Snapped his finger. He was like, oh my gosh, it's the cutest dog.